What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hey Nathan, hey Sandy, hey Jacarius. Hope you are all doing well. You're good? That's good, Jacarius. Hope your week is going well so far. We've gotten 2 GH episodes this week so far, out of 3. Not bad, not bad. I think we'll get Thursday and Friday too. Man. Y'all watch today's episode? You said, "Child, I can't with GH." I know, and I know exactly what you're talking about because... Exactly, Jake. Not another damn baby. Nathan, did you watch the daytime Emmys or saw the winners list? GH won outstanding drama. What a crock of BS. Yeah, we talked about it on Sunday's show. We listed all the winners, the GH winners, and stated our opinion, which was pretty much the same as yours, Nathan. I mean, I don't watch the other soaps, but it was kind of a lackluster year for GH, so I don't know how we won, but hey. Yeah, we do not need any more babies. Carly is damn stupid. Carly is damn stupid. She literally lost her share of her half of the Metro Court. And the dude was like, even all the things you invested in, if you put all your money combined to rebuy it, it still wouldn't be enough. Carly's about to lose the shirt off her back on a bet. Michael and Ned got their karma. But did they though? Because now Michael's getting a baby. He's probably super stoked. Man. But yeah, Ned, I don't know. He just became public enemy number 1 on the Quartermains. Then he's gonna have Carly to deal with too. She better go to Sunny for the money. I don't think she will. I kind of hope she doesn't. The way she treated him, you know? Oh, man. I mean, Drew's loaded, right? Well, no, I guess he's gonna lose Aurora too. I don't think Aurora is gonna last. Michael certainly won't give her the money. Yeah, we don't need any more babies. 100%. We got more than enough and we don't see half of them anyway. All we do is hear about Wiley. We hear about, James and Georgie, but we don't see them. And Bailey. Sunny is the one that got caught in bed with a snake. Yeah. But, Carly's still too proud to ask Sunny, you know what I mean? Because she's Carly. Sorry, I'm getting comfortable. Nathan, you said, does Sam even know about Aurora? I thought she owned half the company or not. I feel like... Didn't Sam give her part of it to Michael? Or did I imagine that? Because Michael owned Aurora too, right? Does Sam even know about... Oh, sorry. Maxie is really following her mama's footsteps. Well... I mean, technically she's still raising them. She's just raising them off screen. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think we all miss Badass Sam. I do like how happy she seems, though. Like, I think some of us were talking about this the other day. We were just like, you know, she does seem happier for whatever reason. Or at least Kelly Monaco seems like she's enjoying work again. The Sam is so weak as ever. Yeah, I do want Sam to kind of go, you know... I mean, we haven't even seen Sam working on this Esme thing at all. But I've kind of enjoyed the break from her for a little bit. From Esme, not Sam. Carly is proud and self-centered, but she needs to humble herself and get that money. Carly and humble in the same sentence, though, Sandy. I don't know if we're gonna see that. Blame the writing. Yeah, it's the writing. But yeah, we need to see P.I. Sam in action again. You already hate the current GH writers. Yeah, but you know, we've had worse though. We've had worse. But each of them, like, I find that each of them have their strengths and weaknesses, like, just over the years. I suppose there's this one's strength, I don't know. I think they're better at sharing the wealth of stories in comparison to previous writers. Like, the fact that they were willing to give people like Felicia a contract again, and like TJ a contract. Like, characters that you don't really see, like, on screen typically. I mean, we're seeing Epiphany become a doctor, which I'm excited for. So they have their moments, but yeah, a lot of it is really slow. Really slow. I'm real sick of these writers. Yeah. We need, like, I think this probably could be for most soaps, I would imagine. But we need new blood, you know what I mean? Like, it just kind of seems like all the writers that we've been seeing in soaps are just kind of being passed around. Like, we need fresh blood that, you know, have new innovative stories and new ideas. And then they just need to, like, they need mentors that know the GH history as well. Like, to like save these soaps, it needs to be like a joint effort. It can't just be like two head writers and then their team of scripters and then, you know. Epiphany should be a doctor in a few months by GH timeline. Yeah, true. Dion, what would I do if I was the EP? Oh God, I don't even know. I mean, I'm first of all, I think we all have our favorites and we all want things for the show, but the problem is we can't make everyone happy, and there's probably politics that we don't even know about. You know what I mean? Like, within the soap realm, they have to cater to certain contracts with people. actors, they have to give certain people the screen time that they were promised, especially when it comes to contract players. In a perfect world, I would balance the cast out so that there was no real lead on the show, because that is a big problem I find, at least with GH, is that there are a lot of groups that get leading stories, but it still all seems to come back to Sunny, Carly, Jason, Michael, the Corinthos clan, and they make that kind of the mainstream, and it sucks, because it's not that these characters aren't enjoyable, it's just that there are other characters that are just as enjoyable, that deserve just as much screen time, and it shouldn't be about how, it's hard for me, because I love the veteran characters. You guys know this. If I had it my way, we'd be seeing Felicia and Anna all the time, every day. Laura, Robert, Mac, because the real, factor of GH, and I think this is true for a lot of fans, is the nostalgia. Seeing the characters that you know on screen, and then we also have to have new characters that are interesting, that can kind of jive with the older characters. It needs to be a mixture, and I find one sort of pushes the other out of the way for certain things, which isn't how it should be at all. I think that they need to share the wealth and intertwine with each other and not push each other back. No back burner.
5e Media.
Most likely we probably need to trim the cast too. It's such a big cast. I don't like the way we are being force-fed Nina. Yeah. I tune her out a lot of the time, though. The Qs, too. Most are gone. Yeah, but, part of that is, they're either retired or sadly passed away. And, the ones that aren't on screen are who? Tracy, but she's retired. Dylan, but there's not much use for him. Maya, I guess the Wards could come back. They could make the newbies a part of the Qs, but they just gotta make them Quartermains too. I don't think there's anything wrong with utilizing the newbies to give the Quartermains story. Because in order for stories to not become stale, they need new people to interact with, you know what I mean? Because let's be real, is this ELQ thing really all that interesting? It's not really. And there's, it's been Valentine versus the Qs for, a few years now. And it's not really that interesting. But throw some new characters in the mix and who knows? They don't have any core couples anymore. Yeah, they kind of, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, they just kind of ended all their couples, right? They ended Jason and Sam, they ended Sunny and Carly, they ended Ava and Nicholas for a bit. I can't remember. There was just a bunch of couples that ended out of nowhere. Yeah, I think the problem is that it's hard to invest in couples anymore because they just don't tend to stick around for very long. They always, I think, and Jakari they don't make super couples. The thing that I think made super couples, especially the original sort of formula for them, the Luke and Laura, the Robert and Holly, the Frisco and Felicia, that core group, is that a lot of their problems came from outsiders. It wasn't cheating and affairs and this and that. There was a problem that these couples had to face together, whether it was a common enemy or a mystery to solve, something that made the couples fun to watch. And it is what it is. And there's no real happy endings to any of these storylines anymore too. And actually, to that end, what we're here for today, We're gonna be reacting to some old school GH from the 80s. And I know that I was like, we might not have a rhyme or reason, but maybe we'll save that for July. I don't know yet. We do this off the cuff, right? But I figured since it's summer, we should watch like a summer storyline from the 80s that was a lot of fun, and it involved a lot of super couples, and it actually involved all the ones I just listed: Luke and Laura, Robert and Holly, Felicia and Frisco. Like, I don't think, it's the Mexican Adventure, and that's honestly one of my favorite stories from the 80s as well. What's the point of having couples on GH these days? Exactly. No more love in the afternoon. True. Nobody on that show gets Valentine's Day. Good. Oh, if ABC didn't cancel All My Children, One Life to Live, we would have love in the afternoon. Not necessarily. Like, we can think that, but honestly, they would probably be in the same shape GHs right now if they were still here. Patrick and Robin was the last super couple ever. I loved Robin and Patrick, but I wouldn't consider them a super couple. Like, I adored Scrubs, okay? But they were not a super couple. They were just a really good couple that I adored. I miss Scrubs. In my opinion, the last real super couple was probably Sunny and Brenda. Like 90s, because they had all this sort of like the formulas of like the OG super couples like Luke and Laura and Robert and Holly and Felicia and Frisco and even Robert and Anna. But there were kind of different variations of super couples, after that. Like Lucky and Liz, and some people consider Lulu and Johnny and Jason and Sam. But they weren't really like the OG, it wasn't the same kind of super couple as what you would have seen in the 80s. And a big part of that, honestly, is budget, Every super couple in the 80s had like their really big, larger than life location shoots and like enough budget for stories that are just out of this world, fantastical. But, and that's not to say that Jason and Sam weren't a great couple, or that Robin and Patrick were a great couple. They were. They had really, they had pretty decent storylines for a lot of years. Dude, yes, Sandy, Duke and Anna as well. Duke and Anna, they were a super couple as well. I'd love Brenda back. I know she'd clear the F out of Nina. Man. It'd be interesting to see Brenda and Nina interact. I don't know how she'd feel about her. But yeah, truthfully, there's not much to Sunny and Nina. It's awkward. Not the 2010-13 Brenda. I didn't mind 2010 Brenda. 2013 Brenda was a bit weird. But I think, in terms of 2010 Brenda, I think a lot of credit just goes to Vanessa Marcel, because she is a really, really talented actress. Like, you can tell, like, when she was on in 2010, the way that she was acting in comparison to some of her fellow actors, it was just different, Like, she just seemed more realistic. Pre- 2010, 2013 Brenda was so whiny and not true to character. That's true, but the lighthearted moments with Brenda, like, those are fun for me to watch. Like, I think, like, my go-to scene from, like, that era for Brenda was, well, A, when she met Spinelli, because that was hilarious. But B, when she was planning her wedding, and there was that wedding planner, and like, the wedding planner was, like, dissing, Robin, and Brenda was just calling her out and firing her, and and the wedding planner was just like, I'll see you later, and Brenda just looked completely and utterly shocked. Like, I burst out laughing during those scenes. Vanessa's really good at comedy. Would Spencer and Trina have been a super couple if Frank Valentini hadn't ruined them? Oh, it's hard to say. They would have been a great couple, I think. Would have been perfect for like a summer romance if it didn't go AWOL. But did I don't think it was Frank Valentini that ruined him. You know, he's not dictating the story, right? That kind of falls on the writer's bit, I guess. But there, I feel like, in terms of chemistry, there's a lot of couples on GH that have the potential to become, or had the potential to become super couples if the writing was good for them. Like, even, in my opinion, I think Jordan and Curtis could have easily been a super couple had they had better writing. I think Drew and Sam, or back when, you know, Drew was Jason, could have easily been, you know, another great super couple. I think I'm trying to think who else. Even like couples like Lucky and Siobhan, like in the Guza, like the last of the Guza era, had the potential to become a super couple. But it's just, you know, none of the writers could really get there anymore. And I think a lot of it might be that maybe the writers or the producers are scared to invest in a couple because they have to invest quite early on in order to sort of set that sort of groundwork for couples to become super couples. Honestly, Jacarius, I did not hate Sam and John McBain. I didn't hate them. But that was clearly Ron Carlivati. As much as I didn't like what Brenda did to Michael, Carly deserved her karma. Oh man, that moment where Brenda threw a piece of bread at Carly's head though during the nurse's ball, so immature. But yeah, her pretending to sleep with Michael. They were teased for J-Sam reuniting before Jason was killed off at the pier. GH was sued by Prospect Park, but ABC got the rights back. Yeah. Man. But I'm really glad that, like, even though they got the rights back to these characters, that they didn't bring them back. Honestly, like, I mean, this is just me personally. I did not watch the other soaps, so I could not care less about other soap characters coming on to GH. The only things I would accept are, like, characters that kind of always intertwined with the other soaps, because Anna, you know, she was on All My Children. I wouldn't mind if any of the characters she interacted with on that show came back. As long as they're written properly, because we got Alex, the evil twin, when, you know, they brought Alex on. And, you know, Sky Quartermain, she's been on all 3 soaps, I think, right? So, anyone she interacted with, sure. Looking back, Michael and Star was something. I didn't enjoy them. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't enjoy them. They tried to sell them as these, like, star-crossed lovers, and I just wasn't that into them. These writers are not investing in any certain couples. It's like every man for himself. Yeah. Sky was on All My Children first. And I think that they, like, from what I do, from the stuff that I've seen of them bringing her on to GH, I think they did a really good job at intertwining her with the cast without it being too jarring for anyone that may have not watched All My Children. Mad that they killed Cole and Hope off. Oh yeah, Star's family. But I think they kind of hinted, like, once GH got sued that they were actually alive, right? So they had set the groundwork anyway. Erica Kane has been on all 3 shows when she was a model. Trey and Christina, oh god. Don't even remind me. I wonder was Stone and Robin a super couple? I wouldn't say that they were, but they hold a moment in GH history that kind of doesn't compare to anything else, in the sense that they told like a really innovative, tragic love story. You know, like I think at least to Michael Sutton, who played Stone, I think it was established to him that Stone was going to die almost from the very beginning. So, you know, that couple was never meant to be a long-lasting couple or a super couple. They were just meant to tell a really tragic love story, and the writers did just that. It was beautiful, and it's the story that everyone kind of thinks about when it comes to, like, GH's sort of, you know, heartfelt stories that educated the audience. We need Angie and Jesse from All My Children. Angie and Jesse, so that was like the brief moment in time where I did watch All My Children, because there was such fanfare for this couple coming back to the show. I had never heard about them, but, you know, the fanfare I would consider almost as big as the fanfare was for Luke and Laura when Laura came back in 2006. So I was interested and I paid attention, and I think that, you know, some of the scenes that they had on All My Children were really fantastic. Like, the one that sticks to my mind is when Angie sees Jesse on the train, and it's this like beautiful moment, and she's like running, crying, screaming, seeing him, and what was I gonna say? I don't know. It was just a beautiful moment on the show, using that Alicia Keys song. I wouldn't say they were necessarily anti-super couple. They just weren't written to be a super couple. They were just written to tell like a good story, you know, like kind of showing that AIDS was not just like a gay disease. It could happen to anyone. And the fact that they used Robin, who was such a beloved character, to tell that story, it just, I admire the writers from the 90s, because they were not afraid to go there in terms of, like, you know, giving such a beloved character such a, you know, what seemed like a death sentence to, like, the audience that wasn't so educated, but you know, it told a good story, and Robin did stand the test of time and showed that people can survive with HIV. Registered trademark glitter hat that I usually wear. I do have it beside me, actually. It's right here. I just, you know, it's hot, so I wasn't wearing it. Like I Never See You Again. Yeah, that Alicia Keys song. Jesse's resurrection was ridiculous, but the chemistry between Darnell and Debbie was great. Yeah, I do recall. So, you know, like I said, DG, I'm not super familiar with the couple, but he did die in like a pretty final way, right? Like originally. But yeah, you're right. The chemistry was undeniable. So I think it was great that they seen that. I didn't watch the full story of how they explained he came back to life. So if you wanna let me know, if you know DG, then let me know. But yeah. Oh, you're here, DG. You can actually request your scene now because it's a GHMV React day. I have scenes lined up, but we kind of just got to talking and ranting. We went on a tangent a little bit here. Nathan, honestly, Nathan, I was actually thinking about that scene today. I was kind of in my own world, like kind of walking around the mall, and for some reason that scene popped in my head where like the helicopter on the roof and Jesse jumping and like grabbing the helicopter. Like, what a heroic moment. A bit unrealistic, and you know they had like really mad green screen, but it's a memorable scene and it's insane. Like that was you know, a larger than life moment, especially for like 2000 soap budget. Nicholas and Emily's goodbye made me sad. Which goodbye? Like the ghost Emily? Yeah, the ghost Emily goodbye was actually really sweet. Or tumor Emily, I guess. And Tyler killed it when she died, like for real though. He was in hiding. Interesting. What scenes do you have? I mean, we got all of YouTube to search. I like. It's not like these are like my clips. So, I mean, as long as you pick anything predating 2010 that you want to see, I'll look for it, and we'll watch that first, and then we'll watch what I got lined up for today. You said Dixie was an angel trying to stop the hitman from coming in the door and killing Jesse again at their wedding. Oh yeah, I forgot about the ghostly woman that was on the roof too. Yeah, that was weird. But like decent special effects for like late 2000s soap budget era. Jakari said, I remember when Michael got shot back in 2008, like Sonny really saved Kate over him. Yeah. Oh man. But we got some great scenes from Laura Wright after that too, though. Like Laura Wright, like Carly confronting Sonny in that hospital after. Damn, some of the best work she's ever done on the show. 100%. That was one of those moments where I think I really, like, just thoroughly was in awe of Laura Wright's portrayal as Carly. Because she killed it. She killed it. I just remember talking about how, you know, he thought that what did she say? You thought that you could just snap your fingers and the danger would leave. And she just railed on him. She railed on him hard. But it was so good. But yeah, DG, let me know. We'll watch your clip first before we get into the whatever clips I have today, which I mentioned earlier. We're watching some of the scenes from the Mexican Adventure in 1984, which involved Luke and Laura and Felicia and Frisco and Robert and Holly, and it was just a really fun story, and I think that was honestly one of the first like 80s stories that I binge watched back in like 2006. Like after I binge watched like Luke and Laura's kind of 80s thing, then I went into this adventure in particular, probably because of Luke and Laura, but that's how I ended up getting introduced to like what Robert and Holly were really like back then and who Frisco and Felicia were, because the only sort of knowledge that I had on Robert and Holly was like the Holly that was willing to throw Port Charles under the bus during that virus outbreak, and like deadbeat dad Robert, and like wacko spy Anna, who was like, I don't know, like almost used for comic relief. Laura returning too. Yeah, Laura returning in 2006 was really good too, and in 2008. I don't know if you remembered, but oh, I missed it. But Dixie got killed off eating pancakes back in 2006. What a slap in the face. She got killed off by eating pancakes? What kind of show? How about Monica giving birth to AJ and she confesses to Leslie and she believes Rick is the father? I've watched it multiple times. So we've actually reacted to that before, but since it's your pick, if you want that to be the reaction, then I'm down to watch it again. They were really good scenes. So I know that's on YouTube, so I can try to look for it. Let's see. 2006 was the saddest year for all my children. The Satin or the Satan Killer storyline and Mardi Gras explosion. See, I'm unfamiliar with all of that.
Vibe Media.
Sorry guys, I'm just looking for the clip. I think I found it. I don't know if this has the confession, but I did find the clip. Yeah, DG, if that is 100% the clip you want to watch, I have it lined up already, so just let me know, and we will watch it. Y'all, I'm unfamiliar with all those characters' names and stories, but they sounded pretty decent. You know what GH needs to spice things up a little bit? A disaster storyline again. I mean, I know it's gonna be kind of hard to pull off with the budget that they have, but I feel like even the earthquake from a few years ago was pretty decent. Yeah, that's good. I love Denise Alexander. Yeah, Leslie. Oh man, Denise Alexander is phenomenal. Every time she's on GH, I adore seeing her. It was great getting to see her confront Cyrus a couple years back too. Leslie Charleston, she should have been nominated for an Emmy. Has Leslie won? I feel like she was nominated for the breast cancer storyline, right? I just don't know if she won. Okay. Let me turn down Le Mood Musique and shrink me down to size, and hopefully this has the confession. We'll find out. Whoop. There we go. Alright, let's watch this scene.
Monica, stop talking. No, you just listen to me and you do what I say. You gotta help me deliver this baby because we don't have any time to wait for help. Come on, push.
You stay with Monica. Wipe her forehead, hold her hand, just try and keep her comfortable.
Good girl. Now let it go. Let it go.
Keep pissy on me, Leslie.
Right now, I'm doing it right now.
Let me see.
There. Okay, now give me a good push.
Come
Here
on,
comes
Monica.
the baby.
Come on,
I'm first, boy.
Push, Monica,
Come on,
push.
little boy. Help
You're
your
doing
mama.
fine. Your baby's coming.
Come on, boy. Here we go. Good boy. Good push, Monica.
Little boy's
Breathe.
coming.
Good.
Here he comes.
Dr. Weber.
Good.
I think she's fainted.
It's okay. I've got him.
She's already
Still
confessed
have
at this
all
point.
the
That's what I
flash,
thought.
That's it, Glenn.
I'll try to find an earlier clip as well.
Good.
But I don't know if the Leslie and Cyrus confrontation is on YouTube.
And Leslie's
Most of
gonna
the
put
channels that were uploading modern GH were deleted, man.
He's fine and he's breathing.
But if the General Hospital regular page uploaded it, which they might have, then it should be on there, like the official page. I
Good.
mean,
Oh, Monica, he's beautiful. He's perfect in
You got it.
every
Okay,
way.
take him to the incubator.
Oh, the doctor's coming. Dr. Quartermain's coming.
Stella, take them the flashlight. They may need it.
Yes.
Leslie, you
This
must be
is
exhausted. Go and
1979.
rest.
Yeah,
I'll
great
take
quality.
over
Yeah,
your
this
phone.
played during the 50th
All right.
anniversary, so I'm pretty sure I got to watch this on a plane when I was coming back from. Where was that? 2013. So probably coming back from California.
Monica.
She's all right, Alan. The baby's alive.
Or no, it would've- Yeah, no, okay, yeah, I was coming back from California because it was like
all right?
end of March, early April. So
I'll get you downstairs to the incubator, the portable one.
I had an entire plane ride watching old GH episodes because the plane had SoapNet.
God, how did you do all this with the lights out?
Dr. Weber did it all, sir.
Stella, go and check on the baby. I'll be there in a minute.
Yes, I will.
Of course, the power's out. Yeah, classic soaps.
I did what I could.
He's still alive. Maybe we got here in time. Let's just hope and pray we did. I told you I loved you today.
No. You haven't told me.
Yeah, Leslie was broken in that moment. Okay, let's see if I can find the actual moment. And then once we find the moment, we will watch, you know, a bit of what I had planned. Probably not as much because we've been talking, y'all. We've been out at this for 45 minutes almost. But there's nothing wrong with hanging out talking about GH, you know, as long as we get some clips in there. She's like a walking zombie. Yeah, she was just in shock. Let's see. Alan tried to kill them twice, Rick and Monica. Yep. Okay, I found a scene that's a little bit earlier from that episode. So let me.
That's it. Monica, you're just doing fine. Alan's gonna be here any minute.
Okay, Monica, I'm going to do a little examination of this baby now. Looks to me like he may not wait until his daddy gets here.
We had speech bubbles because SoapNet.
Well, could you get me 1 cc of antimatter, please?
I'll try to shrink me down further just so we can
Building ready,
maybe
that's
see all of that.
Okay, that's good.
Here you go.
Monica, I'm going to do an episiotomy now, but first I'm going to numb the area. I want this little one to have all the help he needs coming out into this world, right? There we go. Okay, now we just have to wait a couple of minutes, and it'll be fine. You're doing real well. Oh, no.
This is just before the confession. Boom, I found it then.
Candles.
Girl,
I'll get the
stay
candles.
with it. Stay
Yeah,
with
I'd
it.
watch the
Take
full
your breath.
episode, but we
Take
kind
your
of can't.
Take your breath.
Not a whole lot of time this
Real
time around, but
Real
By candlelight.
good girl. Good girl.
Leslie, you're gonna need more direct light than this.
I'll get the flashlight.
we
for
liked the
Steph.
speech bubbles,
Take
but they
one
were
of
All right,
distracting.
I will.
Remember those shows on I don't know if it was MTV or VH1, but it was pop-up videos where they'd play music videos and then just have
It's
facts.
all going to
It always
be
annoyed
just
the crap out of me.
wonderful. Your baby is about to arrive. Now, after I do this episiotomy, to give him a little help, well, we'll give him as much as he needs. I want you.
But we
to
may have
help
actually
me
reacted to this full
heal
episode
him,
before. I know that we
okay?
did,
Deal? Are you listening to me? Huh?
We may have, you guys.
No.
I can't
You're
remember.
not going to die, Monica. You are not going to die. Yes, Rick is going to be here very soon. He's going to be here to help us. Yes.
It's Rick.
There we go.
It's Rick's baby. It's the son. It's the son. It's the son Rick always wanted.
Dang.
Can we go any faster?
Alan, the roads are just too icy.
Even in the 80s, you could tell that they were just shaking this van in place.
In one piece, we can't risk having an accident.
God, why did this have to happen?
Your son is one independent soul.
Monica Kent.
Has anyone ever had a baby in the hospital?
That's the
Yeah.
house. Isn't that the house there?
Robin had her first baby in the hospital.
It's so dark.
There was complications, but she still had it in there.
Oh, God, please help us.
Same with
Driver, can you hurry up, please?
Maxie's first baby.
My baby.
Monica, stop talking now. You just listen to me and you do what I say. You gotta help me deliver this baby because we don't have any time to wait for help.
Denise has been one of the best actresses, not only herself, but in prime time and film.
Good girl. Now let it go. Let it
Been
go.
acting since she was 10.
Right now, I'm doing it right
You know,
now.
I think,
There.
and it's funny because I think casting Jeannie Francis as her daughter,
Here
like,
comes the baby.
that was great casting. If you look at like a young Denise Alexander, she looked so much like Jeannie. Like when she was Jeannie's age, or like, you know, young Jeannie's age at that time.
Monica.
Breathe.
Good.
Here he comes.
Dr. Weber. Good.
I think she's fainting.
It's okay. I've got
But yeah, she's seriously underrated. You're right.
That's it. Monica. Okay, come on.
Okay, come on. Let me hear you. Breathe.
It's a boy.
Monica.
Later in life, he would become a drunk and master of dead-end
Unless
relationships.
he's gonna put your little baby right on your stomach.
What a history for AJ. Yikes.
There, look,
He's
Monica.
fine and he's breathing on his
Oh,
own.
sure he is. You gotta wrap
And I'm
it
tying the cord now.
All right. All
You
right.
did a good job.
Very good. Oh, Monica, he's beautiful. He's perfect in
You got it.
every
Okay,
way.
take him to the incubator.
Oh, the doctor's coming. Dr. Quartermain's coming.
Stella, take them the flashlight. They may need it.
Yes.
Leslie, you must be exhausted. Go and rest. I'll take over here. Go on. All right?
I just realized it's Gail Baldwin, right? Yes, they do favor each other, but Jeannie was taller. She almost didn't get this part because of her height. Well, I'm glad she did.
I'll get you downstairs to the incubator, the portable one.
And it's so funny. Like, Denise has only gotten shorter with age, which, you know, happens to us all, I think. But now Jeannie really towers over her.
God, how did you do all this with the lights out?
Dr. Weber did it all, sir.
Stella, go and check on the baby. I'll be there in a minute.
Yes, I will.
Listen, you did one fine job tonight.
I did what I could.
Are you still alive? Maybe we got here in time. Let's just hope and pray we did.
Yeah, Julie Berman. Yeah, Julie Berman looks like Jeannie Francis, and Jeannie Francis looks like Denise Alexander. Like, the one thing that GH has always done well is cast.
No, as a matter of fact,
look at
Bobby
Tracy.
Spencer called earlier. Maybe that's
Oops,
your
I've lost
ring.
me. Am I still there, guys? Like, audio-wise?
Tracy, it's Bobby again. Emergency just phoned and they're bringing them in now.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is there any word on Monica's condition?
All I know at the moment is that they're both
All right, let me see.
alive. Mother and newborn baby.
Newborn baby?
The baby's born?
Yes, Daddy. Bobby, we'll be right there, okay? Will you tell Alan that we're on our way?
Let's see, what's going
What
on
about
here?
my grandson?
I gotta
Bobby,
figure out
don't
where I
know too
went,
much
guys.
Right now, Daddy. You better get your coat.
Go ahead, dress warm. It's cold outside.
To hell with the weather. All I care about is Monica and the baby.
And Alan, he's gonna need us before the night is out.
Dude, I don't know where I went, y'all. Well, let me know if you guys can at least still hear me.
go and sit down. You're worn out. I'm gonna go and call Lee.
Leslie, you've got to know. If I don't make it, if I'm going to die, Rick, it's Rick's baby. The son Rick
Oh,
always
you can hear
wanted.
me? That's good. Hey. Found me. I don't know what happened there, guys. And then let's see. Display capture is the other. Man. There's some weird stuff going on, guys, I swear. Technical difficulties.
Hi, brought you some tea. Leslie? Here.
Thank you.
Hey, were you crying?
No, I'm just real tired.
You know, you were magnificent tonight. I mean, nobody...
Alright. Okay, I don't know what happened there, guys, but hopefully... My goodness. Everything's a little bit all over the place today, huh? Let's get rid of this for a second. Boom. Boom. Don't worry, guys. This is so strange, y'all. This has not happened to me before. Okay. Let's see. Well, in the meantime...
5e Media. 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 Media.